Hello everyone. Welcome to Thrive Talk English, a place where learning English is not just about speaking a language. It's about becoming a better and stronger version of yourself. In this video, you will learn 50 powerful English phrases that will help you express your opinion, explain your ideas, and speak more naturally in English. Many English learners know a lot of vocabulary, but when they try to speak, they don't know how to connect their thoughts. That is exactly where these phrases help. They act like bridges between your ideas, so your English sounds smoother and more confident. In this lesson, I will teach you each phrase step by step, explain when we use it, and give you clear examples so you can easily understand and start using them in real conversations. If you practice these phrases regularly, you will notice something interesting. Your sentences will become longer, clearer, and more natural, just like a fluent English speaker. So listen carefully, understand how these phrases work, and imagine how you can use them in your own conversations. Now let's start with the first group of phrases. The first group of phrases helps you share your opinion in a clear and natural way. Native English speakers use these phrases when they want to explain what they think about something. So, whenever someone asks for your opinion, these phrases can help you sound more confident and more natural. Let's look at the first phrase. From my point of view, this phrase is used when you want to explain your personal perspective about something. Example: from my point of view, daily practice is the best way to improve English. As far as I know, we use this phrase when we share information based on what we know. Example: as far as I know, she is learning English online. In my opinion, this phrase is one of the most common ways to give your opinion in English. Example: in my opinion, consistency matters more than talent. Personally speaking, we use this phrase when we want to talk about our personal preference or personal feeling. Example: personally speaking, I prefer learning through conversation. I tend to think that this phrase is used when you want to express a softer opinion. It sounds natural and polite in conversation. Example: I tend to think that practice is more important than theory. I strongly believe that. We use this phrase when we want to express a strong opinion or belief. Example: I strongly believe that anyone can learn English. It seems to me that this phrase is used when you are sharing an opinion based on what you observe or feel. Example: it seems to me that he is improving quickly. I would say that this phrase is used when you want to give a thoughtful or careful opinion. Example: I would say that confidence comes with practice. From my experience, We use this phrase when we want to share something we learned from our own experience. Example: from my experience, speaking every day helps a lot. If you ask me, this phrase is very common in casual conversation when giving your opinion. Example: if you ask me, the best way to learn English is daily practice. Now let's move to the next group of phrases. These phrases help you share your honest or real thoughts in a conversation. Native speakers often use these phrases when they want to sound open, direct, and sincere. Let's look at them one by one. To be honest. This phrase is used when you want to say something very honestly or directly. Example: to be honest, speaking English every day is not easy at first. Honestly speaking. We use this phrase when we want to express our true feelings or thoughts about something. Example: honestly speaking, learning a new language requires patience. The truth is, this phrase is used when you want to explain the real situation. Example: the truth is that improving your English takes time and practice. To tell you the truth, this phrase is very common in everyday conversation when someone wants to be completely honest. Example: to tell you the truth, I was nervous when I first started speaking English. Frankly speaking, this phrase is used when you want to express your opinion very directly. Example: frankly speaking, practice is more important than memorizing grammar rules. Now let's move to the next group of phrases. These phrases are useful when you want to share something based on your experience. From my experience, this phrase is used when you want to talk about something you personally learned from experience. Example: from my experience, listening to English every day really helps. Based on my experience, this phrase is similar, but it sounds a little more formal and thoughtful. Example: based on my experience, small daily practice creates big improvement. In my experience, this phrase is also used to describe lessons you learned over time. Example: in my experience, confidence grows when you speak regularly. Now let's move to another useful group of phrases. These phrases help you share knowledge or information. As far as I know, we use this phrase when we share information based on what we know. Example: as far as I know, practice is the most important part of learning a language. As far as I remember, she started learning English last year. As far as I understand, speaking regularly improves fluency. Next, let's look at some phrases that help you highlight positive points. The good thing is, this phrase introduces a positive aspect of a situation. Example: the good thing is that you can practice English anywhere. The best part is that learning English opens many opportunities. What I like most is, this phrase is used when you talk about your favorite aspect of something. Example: what I like most is that English connects people around the world. One great thing is, this phrase introduces another strong positive point. Example: one great thing is that you can improve your English online. Next, let's learn some phrases that help you explain your ideas more clearly. What I mean is, this phrase is used when you want to clarify something you just said. Example: what I mean is that practice makes speaking easier. Let me explain. This phrase is used when you want to explain something in more detail. Example: let me explain why daily speaking practice is important. The main point is, this phrase highlights the central idea of what you are saying. Example: the main point is that consistency builds confidence. The important thing is, this phrase focuses attention on what matters most. Example: the important thing is to practice every day. The key point is, this phrase emphasizes the most essential idea. Example: the key point is that improvement comes with practice. Now that you understand these phrases and how they are used, in the next part, I will say only the sentences using these phrases so you can hear how they sound in real conversations. One great thing is that you can improve your English online. Let's look at some phrases that are used when you want to explain your ideas more clearly. What I mean is that practice makes speaking easier. Let me explain. Let me explain why daily speaking practice is important. The main point is that consistency builds confidence. The key point is that improvement comes with practice. Now let's look at some phrases that help you add more ideas in a conversation. On top of that, regular practice helps you think in English. Besides that, watching English videos can improve your vocabulary. Next, let's look at phrases that help you emphasize something important. What really matters is daily practice. The real secret is consistent practice. The important thing to remember is that learning takes time. Finally, let's look at some phrases that help your conversation sound more natural. Let me tell you something. Confidence grows when you practice every day. You know what? Speaking English can actually be fun. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Confidence comes from practice. The point is that daily practice improves your English. Now let's move to the final group of phrases. These phrases are very useful in everyday conversations. Some of them help you introduce information, some help you give examples, some help you talk about progress over time, and some help you summarize an important idea. Let's look at them one by one with simple examples. As you know, English is a global language. By the way, have you practiced today? At the same time, practice listening too. In general, practice builds confidence. For instance, you can describe your day. The fact is that practice works. Interestingly, small habits create big change. On the other hand, fear can slow progress. In the beginning, it may feel difficult. Over time, speaking becomes easier. Step by step, confidence grows. Little by little, you improve. Day by day, your English gets stronger. At the end of the day, practice matters. The bottom line is practice daily. Try to use these phrases in your daily conversations so they become a natural part of your English. And remember, improving your English is not about being perfect. It is about practicing consistently. If this lesson helped you learn something new today, please take a moment to support the channel. Subscribe to Thrive Talk English, give this video a like, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our future English lessons. Your support really means a lot to me, and it motivates me to keep creating more helpful lessons for you. And before you leave, tell me in the comments, which phrase from today's lesson did you like the most? Try writing a sentence using that phrase. I would love to read your sentences. Thank you for learning with me today, and I'll see you in the next lesson.